Good Sunday evening, meteorologist Nick Kelly here. We are not only tracking our chances for storms tonight and increasing rain chances on Monday, that lingers into Tuesday, and we have made Tuesday a first alert weather day. That's because the bulk of the extra tropical moisture from the remnants of Beryl will try to increase our risk for flooding, especially in the southeastern Ozarks. So we've ramped up the threat level for that a little bit, but we will dive into those details as we continue along here. Satellite and radar showed a lot of us quiet so far today, and a lot of cloud cover building in from a decaying complex of storms that fell apart before it worked out of eastern Oklahoma. Other than that, we are seeing a few areas of rain and storms from about Columbia, mid-Missouri, up into northeastern Missouri. However, not only are we watching those storms for you to get the evening going, we're also watching Beryl itself, ready to work out of the Gulf of Mexico and make landfall on the Texas coast again as a Category 1 hurricane. Maybe by 1 o'clock in the morning, sustained wind speeds up to 85 miles per hour, but as soon as you take it away from water, it will weaken. Still a tropical storm northwest of Houston by about 1 o'clock Monday afternoon. Then it quickly weakens into a depression and turns into a post-tropical low, but still it looked where it wants to track on Tuesday. Pretty darn close to us, so that is why we are going to see that extra moisture from Beryl and keep our rain chances up over the next few days, in addition to this cold front coming out of the Central Plains. So let's see how this all plays out in future casts here. We will continue to keep an eye on our chances for some scattered showers and storms this evening. Best chances look to be mainly along and north of I-44. As this activity continues, I'm not too worried about this getting too strong or severe, but it's still something that some of you will have to keep an eye on through the evening hours while everybody else tries to stay mainly dry. I do think, though, as we head into Monday morning, I think we can see a little bit more rain than what Futurecast is showing here on radar, but nonetheless, we'll watch for scattered storms Monday morning under otherwise increasing clouds, partly to mostly cloudy skies, and then as we go into Monday, it should be periods of scattered rain and storms. I don't think we'll see anything severe with this activity on Monday, but this will hold temperatures back as we get back to work starting on Monday. And then we go into Tuesday. This is where the more steadier periods of rain and storms will roll in as Beryl passes just to our southeast. This is going to be periods of rain and storms. I do not think we'll see anything in terms of severe weather with Tuesday's rain chances, but definitely have the rain gear handy for much of the day on Tuesday. Then Tuesday night, we'll see this activity start to wind on down as the moisture moves off to the northeast. Then we'll maybe keep a stray shower or storm in the forecast on Wednesday, but we will definitely trend drier. Now, as far as potential rain totals, it's going to be mainly south and east of I-44, where the heaviest of the rain should be lining up. Anywhere from 2 up to 4 inches on the average. Some could locally go as high as 5, maybe 6 inches of rain, and then the amounts sharply drop up as you work northwest of I-44. So this stripe of the heaviest rain could still be subject to change a little bit, not too much though, as we get more confidence about how Beryl will exactly track. But this is why we have the first alert out for Tuesday, so we make sure that everyone is aware of the potential rounds of moderate to heavy rain that could result in those numbers and possible flooding. Once we get rid of this system as we go into Wednesday, the main upper level low spinning over Lake Michigan will try to again keep a stray storm in the forecast on Wednesday. Overall, though, we are a lot drier and calmer for Wednesday compared to Tuesday. Then, I think the upper level ridge really starts to build in and puts an end to our rain chances for the rest of the week and through next weekend. But even though that should lead to quiet, calm weather, that is also going to allow the heat and some of the summer humidity to start building back in. Now, as far as temperatures go, we will see the numbers fall from the 80s this evening through the 70s and down into the upper 60s for a lot of us by the Monday morning drive. And then, as soon as the clouds and the rain chances start to build in, I think it's going to hold temperatures back. In fact, we should be close into the mid to upper 70s by the noon hour tomorrow. And these numbers here, I think they're running just a little bit warm. We got to drop these back by about 3 degrees. So a lot of us should be topping out right around 80 or just into the lower 80s for Monday afternoon. And if you think that's cool for July standards, have a look at the numbers for Tuesday. We will start in the mid-60s, but then all those steady periods of rain and storms and the cloud cover, we will have trouble getting into the mid-70s for much of the area. Lower to middle 70s for Tuesday afternoon. But then, after the redness of Beryl moves on, we will see highs back in the mid-80s on Wednesday, upper 80s on Thursday, and there's the heat returning for the weekend. We'll go from the lower 90s on Friday and more in the way of mid-90s for this coming Saturday and Sunday, and that humidity will return by the weekend as well. Heat indices keep in check all the way through Thursday. Then we'll see the numbers back in the mid-90s to about 100 for the coming weekend.